So when you get to doing this stuff for long enough, you begin to kind of assume things about guns and be able to figure out how they're going to shoot, what they're going to do before you actually shoot them. It actually gets rid of kind of some of the anticipation of new firearms that are coming out. Once in a while, there are guns that come out that throw you for a loop. This is 5 guns that were unexpectedly better than I assumed they would be. Hey guys, Andrew here. Welcome back to Work the Trigger. That's right, we're back and we're using first names now. Today we're going to be going over 5 guns. Now this isn't like a top 5 list, this is just 5 guns that over the last couple of years have really surprised me with how well they've shot, how well they've performed. There's a rather wide variety of guns here, which just goes to show how much your preconceived notions can truly affect how you look at a gun and what you expect it to do. So in no particular order, let's go ahead and get started. First up, I'd like to go over a gun that I really just didn't see a place for in the market anymore. Now, a couple of years ago, I think, the Military Arms channel had put out a video talking about how the micro-compact guns were going to obsolete compact guns. Now, in those cases, I don't really agree. I don't think the Glock 19 is going to be rendered obsolete because of the P365. However, subcompact guns, I did kind of agree with. I just didn't see the point carrying a larger gun with the same capacity as the smaller guns. You lose that concealability factor. That is until I shot this, the CZ-P10S. Now, I've shot other compact guns, the original M&P compact, which was kind of around this size, the Glock 26, and I just never really liked them. I never really got into it, which is why I assumed the micro compacts would kind of take over for them. But this gun, right here, shoots so much better than most of the other subcompact guns that it kind of made me rethink my ideology a little bit. This gun does not shoot like a micro compact. It shoots much closer to an actual compact. You still have that short grip, just about the same height as like a P365 or a Hellcat, something with that 10 to 12 rounds that we're looking at here. But the increased slide mass, the longer barrel, all give this gun a shooting profile that is considerably better than I thought it would. And actually, I find myself carrying this over those micro compacts in about 90% of the situations. So next up, we're going to jump to like the bigger side of guns. Now, when I had started my conceal carry journey, what I wanted was a gun with a longer slide and a shorter grip. What we lovingly like headcanon as the 19L, 19 size frame, 17 size grip. And my ideology behind it was just the longer barrel, longer slide, gives you a better recoil control, but it also conceals pretty well. Now over time, I've gotten a little bit less concerned about that like ultimate concealability of like the Glock 19. It is short, not as necessary, but then Glock came out with a different gun. The Glock 45. It actually came out originally as the 19X, but it's essentially the same gun. This is, in my opinion, the better of the two. Now, the reason that I thought this gun was stupid at first is because this is the opposite of what I wanted. This is a short slide, a 4-inch barrel, 19 length slide, and the longer 17 round full-size grip. And I thought it was just dumb to come out with that. It didn't make sense to me until I shot it. When I shot this gun, the longer frame gives you a lot more meat to be able to grab onto and really control that gun. This gun shoots quite a bit better than a Glock 19. It's more controllable, easier to get back on target, basically all of the things that like you look for in a gun, but it does have that compact slide, making it just a little bit quicker and more maneuverable to move around. Now, I'll take the 45 over the 19X, specifically because it is magazine compatible with all of the other 17 round Glock mags. The 19X has this weird little chin thingy that I'm not the biggest fan of, but the Glock 45 just shoots significantly better than I thought it was going to shoot and really surprised me. Next, let's bump down just one size. We're going to go with a company that is not known for producing quality, and that's honestly one of the reasons that this gun's kind of pops out. Another reason is because of how I do my comparisons and how I actually put these guns up against each other. This gun has fared far better than I thought it would, and that is the Taurus G3C. I know, but just give me a second. Yes, there are quality problems with the G3C. I know a few people who have had issues with them. I haven't. That doesn't mean that they're perfect, just means that I haven't seen that. But the reason that this gun surprised me is because despite what you would think, the light recoil spring, the extremely long trigger, the mediocre, basically stock Glock sights, this gun actually shoots pretty well. It's got a pretty good texturing down here on the frame, which keeps the gun planted. The mediocre shape of the grip itself, the lack of a like true defined dovetail back here does hurt it quite a bit. It makes your grip on the gun feel significantly less sure. But even despite that, with the long trigger, follow-up shots are quick and easy. It tracks well, it shoots well when it shoots for people that it shoots for. And honestly, it just does a really good job competing against all the other guns when you're actually shooting it. It doesn't look great, it doesn't feel great, but it shoots pretty good, and it surprised me. So our next gun on the list is also from Taurus. It's one of their newer offerings, and the reason that this gun is on the list is because this gun does not conform to what you think of as Taurus, and that is the Taurus GX4. The GX4 is Taurus's enter into the micro-compact world of like the P365 and the Hellcat, and they actually did a pretty good job with it. First of all, it's not a bad-looking pistol. It doesn't have the generic Taurus-looking shape. It has its own shape, its own thing. The grip is okay. The texturing is all right. I actually like the texturing on the G3 and the G3C a little bit more. Wish they'd move that over to here, but this is adequate at least. The grip is long enough to be able to get your fingers on, but not overly long, and long gone is that long trigger pull. The recoil impulse of this thing is right in the lines with the other guns in its segment. It just fits really well. Now again, this gun, I have heard of some quality issues with it, so take that for what it is. Again, I have not had any issues. I've probably only shot about 500 rounds through it though, but in those 500 rounds, it really shoots a lot like the other ones, and it costs half as much. This thing can currently be found for like $260. And the last gun on this list is from a tried and true American manufacturer, Ruger, and that is the Ruger LCP2 in 22. So when Ruger initially came up with the LCP2 versus the LCP1, it was a drastic upgrade, but it still suffered from the incredibly harsh recoil of the 380 cartridge in such a small platform. You only get 6+1, it's very snappy, it feels inaccurate because you're anticipating a lot of that recoil, and it's just not fun to shoot. This gets rid of most of that. With 22 long rifle, you get 10+1 rounds, you get a smooth recoil, an extremely easy to rack slide, and this gun is straight up fun to shoot. And because it's fun to shoot, you're gonna shoot it more, which means you're gonna be better with it. Not only that, but you're not anticipating recoil anymore, so your shots are more accurate. It's just a blast to shoot, and I'm really glad that Ruger came out with this. This is actually my favorite of the Ruger semi-auto guns. I actually like shooting this more than my 2245. So that's it for this time, guys. That is 5 guns that really surprised me. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, give me a like down below. If you like this video and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. If you like what we do here on the channel and you want to help out a little bit, there's a couple of ways to do that. First of all, we've got a channel membership. You can go ahead and join that. Right now, we're just tossing up some extras. Pretty soon, we're going to be getting into some giveaways. I've got a brand new unopened Wheeler Fat Wrench that really needs a new home. You can also head over to workthetrigger.com. Over there, you're going to find coupon codes, affiliate codes, and links to our merch. Or you can head over to WTT3D.com and find our 3D printed gun accessories. If you guys have any of these and you're looking for holsters, please head over to harrysholsters.com. Harry's produces some of the most simply over-engineered holsters that you can find. And if you use the coupon code WORKTHETRIGGER, you can get 10% off. Thanks guys, I appreciate every one of you, and until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.